Peace, everyone. It's Black High Priestess. Kind of, kind of in the middle of cleaning and running errands because I want to make another batch of soap this week. I want to get some samples to some people, but I want to shout out to Sister Melanated Divinity. You contacted me this morning, and we kind of talked. And I've been watching the Beyond Black and White Elite channel, and I'm watching the video, and I gotta say that I'm glad to see that so many other sisters have been actively for years saying the same thing that I've been trying to get my community to understand in the spiritual perspective. That helps me see that there is sisterhood, but the more we as individuals get actively involved in creating solutions, peace, Simone, I don't know what you're talking about. The more we as sisters get actively involved in creating solutions, that's when our unit is revealed to us. That's when we see our networks. And that goes with anyone who's trying to create a solution to a problem in life and live that way. But I was listening and everything, and I like what I hear from the sisters, but I really have to focus on solutions. And I was hearing a lot of the problems. And I'm like, I've gone through extreme healing, being beaten by Black men, by strangers and exes, being abused in other ways, dealing with emotional and mental abuse from my brother, from my father, dealing with other Black women who mistreat each other or have mistreated me as a result of, going through extreme racism and not knowing how to deal with it and lashing out. There's a lot of things that I've dealt with. And I think the first solution, okay. All right, Simone, good. And I feel you too. Hold on. The first solution, y'all, that I want to talk about, and as you can see, I have my beautiful mother up there. Me and my mother, we try and go on dates like twice a month, depending on her availability. And my mother raised me as a Jehovah's Witness. That's not the solution I'm presenting, but I am presenting the first solution, having a faith. Having a spiritual faith that will help you heal from trauma. That's necessary for humans. And Black women are humans. So I want to talk about our humanity first, because we can't keep talking about the problem, because the problem did not start on earth. The problem started in the spirit realm. And that is going to be that's my main solution. But I have the ability as Black High Priestess to combat the spirit realm. A lot of you sisters don't know anything about spirituality, let alone African spirituality, voodoo, witchcraft, or the witchcraft that is used on the Black race. Black people cannot effectively use witchcraft or voodoo against white supremacy. Why is that? It's not because of religion. Some of it may be, but it's not because of religion. You have Christians in any denomination who may get the Holy Spirit, and through that Holy Spirit, they are able to accomplish things in their own life that people who've been doing voodoo all of their life, slaughtering innocents all of their life for these spirits who are feeding off of the innocent blood of animals, can't allow them to do. Why can Black people not use our own spiritual heritage against white supremacy, yet white supremacy is using a recessive form of witchcraft? Because witchcraft is recessive from voodoo. But why is witchcraft, a Eurocentric craft, more effective than African voodoo? Because you can give a weapon to somebody, but if they don't know how to use it, they're going to end up killing themselves. True? All right, so the first solution I want to let people know that me as Black High Priestess I'm about, I am here to help you all with your spiritual issues, with root work. I'm here to answer your all's questions about how the spirit realm is affecting your life, or how you can utilize spirituality to create a better life for yourself, or create a better personality that you can be proud of, and that the Most High can be proud of and utilize. So I've gone through it. I've gone through the spirituality to know why I'm preaching biblical scriptural wisdom and biblical vodun. Seek the kingdom first, and all else will be added to you. Black women, we have no options for eligible men. Black men are not, and let me be clear about this. I am not here to promote swirling. What I'm here to let you know is that Black men who do love Black women, they're not eligible for sisters like me, sisters like some of you, educated sisters, beautiful sisters who have a lot to offer, who have the ability to relate to other races because we're cultured, or we're educated, or we have a spiritual divinity that has been deprived of that the Black race has been deprived of as a result of slavery. So my solution is seek first the kingdom, and all else will be added to you, because we still have to remember what you pay attention to and what you focus on, that will manifest in your life. Out of sight, out of mind. I'm at a point where I can't focus on helping Black people because it's done nothing for me. So the more that I focus on myself, the better that I feel, and the more I have to offer. I'm sorry. I'll get to you, Simone. Okay. Glad to hear that, Simone. The first, sisterhood is a good solution, but like I said, I want to let my sheep, so to speak, and I don't want to say sheep because some people think that is negative, and I don't want to insult you all in a way that I want to receive it. So what I want to say is my flock, my followers. I don't want to insult y'all if y'all are adverse to Christianity, but I want y'all to understand in a spiritual way. I want to lead you all the best way I know how. I have a responsibility, so I'm letting you all know what I know. All right. When I learn things and change things, like I went from tarot to using bibliomancy, that's because I have a responsibility to lead people in the right way. So I'm letting you all know, before sisterhood, which still is about relying on another human. No. Humanity is not going to solve this problem. It did not start in humanity. It started in the spirit realm. The problem with Black men not being able to overcome the spell that white women have over him started in the spirit realm. And again, if you Black women were witches instead of becoming mothers to these stupid niggers, y'all and y'all went through some other type of training, we would be at a certain level. So there's too many problems to talk about Black unity. No, you unite your soul and you align your soul with the kingdom of heaven. Trust me. Y'all have been talking this and that, honey. I've been doing witchcraft all of my life. I've been doing vodun. I have been dealing with the spirit realm since birth. Trust me a little bit. Trust me a little bit, because you all don't get it. Y'all are humans and you don't get it. Seek first the kingdom and all else will be added to you. Don't worry about racism so much. Don't worry about it so much to the point where it's taking up energy that you can be used to heal yourself and create a solution. We're doing too much complaining and talking about it. So I'm sorry, but get aligned with spirituality and have that in your life so you can manifest the things that you need in your life, namely a husband. I'm very worried. I don't see husbands for Black women. I'm not even worried about myself no more. I've given up on the idea of having a husband. If the Most High chooses to bless me with that, fine. I already have spirit husbands in Vodun. I am already bride of Christ, so to speak. I have a spiritual marriage. As an oracle, I may be called to be celibate. I mean, my name is Chastity, for fuck's sake. So I'm not going to go there about me. I'm worried about seeing the next few generations, Black women are not going to have any husbands. Okay. And when again, back to what I was saying, there are black men who love black women and will be with black women. When I get clientele and people coming to me, it's not just sisters. There's a lot of black men who come to me, and the women that they wanted to date and wanted to love, it didn't work out because they weren't evenly yoked. So there are brothers out here seeking sisters. There are brothers out here who have fallen in love with sisters and been done dirty by these women. All right, Simone, I'll try not to. But sometimes giving up is the best thing that you can do, because when you've done all you can do, then you give it to God and let God do the rest. I was at a point where I wasn't even mentally stable enough to work because I had gone through so much abuse from black men. I was having panic attacks and anxiety to the point where if I wanted to go to work and hold a tray to try and serve people as a bartender or server, which is, my line of labor, I wouldn't have been able to. When I needed the Most High to come through for me, I'm doing voodoo for years, making offerings, and I've never slaughtered an innocent in my entire initiations and practices in voodoo. Never once have I had to slaughter an innocent animal or human. Don't think that they don't do that in order to gain favor. Remember, when the Most High called Abraham to slaughter his son, Lord, I can't even think of Abraham's goddamn Isaac. Lord have mercy. When Abraham was called to slaughter Isaac, and Abraham had that level of faith where he was going to do it because he knew that the Most High blessed him with that son, and the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. He didn't break his faith. So what happened when he went to do it and was showing faith to the Most High? He didn't have to, because the Most High provided for him an animal for slaughter when he showed that faith. I've never had to slaughter an animal. Anytime that the ancestors wanted some type of sacrifice, it showed up. I found a suitable sacrifice. It came in my line of transportation or moving, running errands, anything. The sacrifice that they wanted showed up in my life, and then I was able to do it. I never had to go slaughter an innocent animal or person. All right. So I'm not sure how I got on that and everything, but I want to remind people that there are black men out here who do love black women. My thing is, these black men are not evenly yoked with me. I need to be with a wizard, monk, warlock, a high practicing mage, not a dabbler, or a sheik. All right. That is my evenly yoked status. But sisters, understand that slavery, slavery still affects us all. So that's what I'm saying. Before we first look at other black people as solutions, we got to look at to the Most High for solutions. And like I said, I'm letting you all know when I was, back, and now I remember what I was saying. Back to my point, all those years of doing voodoo and sacrificing and offering to the Orisha and the Loa, setting up all these altars and everything. When I was at my breaking point as a result of black men and white supremacy, it was not the ancestors or the Loa who came through. It was Christ. I have to be honest about these things. All right. So it's not that I'm not going to still reveal mysteries of voodoo, but I have to let you all know what works and what does not, based on my experiences. That's my responsibility. So before you look to other humans for a solution, please align yourself with something spiritual. And if you don't know, ask questions. That's what I'm here for. I'm the Black High Priestess. I don't see anyone else in sight doing this. So please come to me. Please let other people know who really want solutions and who have genuine questions about witchcraft and voodoo, metaphysics and the esoterics of it and how to utilize it or defeat it. Bring them to me. Because some of these people that you guys are going to don't have the solutions. Y'all don't got the answer, Sway. How, Sway? Like, please understand that, first of all. Second of all, the reason I say there's no options for Black women, and that may sound a little harsh and a blanket statement, but if you need to use disclaimers to your audience, you're talking to the wrong audience. I don't condescend my audience by using base level disclaimers. I don't condescend you all. If you all don't understand something, you are free to ask a question. I will do my best to answer it. And I will do my best to remain as respectful as possible. But sometimes I get mounted by Yansan or Ogun, and they don't play that. Warning y'all. So come with respect, and I will do my best to answer your questions and get you the solutions that you seek from the Most High by coming to me. White men are not a solution because they are still part of the problem. So I cannot rightfully promote the swirl and promote utilizing white men and white supremacy as a solution, because the fact of the matter is Black men are taken away from us because of white supremacy. White men are not going to do anything about it because it's not their problem, it's their privilege. White people still genetically don't want to lose their power and their position. So again, just like there's individual Black men who are seeking out Black women, there are individual non-Black men who can be eligible to pick up the slack for the race that has utterly failed and destroyed everything good about the Black woman. And now we have a lot of healing to do. So that's why I want to say that Black women have no options, because Black men are rejecting us. The ones who don't are ineligible. The ones who may have been loving their family are murdered. The sons who may grow up to be eligible husbands are murdered. And the most savage and mulatto Black men are allowed to live. You all need to understand the times we're in. I talked about last night, the gate of Tartarus, of the gates of hell have been opened. We are in heavy demonic possession. 89% of humanity is demonically possessed. There's different levels to it. I would say 12% of people who are demonically possessed are trying to get an exorcism. Everyone else is hosting the demon that is origin to their soul. Most people are evil, y'all. So understand the evil and the wickedness that causes the extreme racism where only Black women are suffering from, and maybe a few Black men. All right. White men are not gonna collectively, all right, cool, let's pick up the slack because we love Black women so much. You're not gonna get that. There are no white men out here who have groups talking about loving Black women. However, there are Black men that do. Few and far between. So still understand that white men, the most that they're gonna do, and I don't want to be harsh, peace, blessed, and highly favored. I don't want to be harsh, but I want to say the most white men are gonna do is get their dick wet and taste the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? But white men to come collectively, like the KKK and other things like that, white men to come together collectively to create a solution for Black women, that's not really going to happen. White men don't love us like that. White people don't love Black people like that. So where does that leave Black women? No options. You know, Simone, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. All right, stop talking and listen for a second, Simone. Matter of fact, you know what? Okay. Because Simone, you're missing the point. See, you're not a leader. The leader is supposed to feel a leader is supposed to feel everything that the flock, so to speak, is going through. It's my responsibility to feel the pain of other Black women. I can go have any man I want. That's not the point. There's several Black women out here who are not marginalized in certain ways. As a leader, I need to feel the pain of my people to actively create a solution, or I'm not about what I say I'm about. I could go sell out like a lot of brothers and sisters do because they don't want to feel that pain. So people don't let's not be self-righteous here. And again, that's what I'm talking about, demonic possession of people. All right. Moving along. This is what I'm saying, why Black women are not having any options, because white men are not a solution. White men don't care about us. White men are not going to come pick up that level of slack. You know, I say call the cops on these dudes. Start reporting when you have a channel that you're watching or a social media thing that you're watching and you see Black men bashing, report it. Use censorship, utilize the police, utilize the KKK, utilize white supremacy. If you see Black men actively bashing Black women, that's what the cops are for. That's what the KKK is for. Call the good old boys on these stupid niggas. Because you got to understand, the KKK and the conscious community are at the same level, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. But the KKK has social power and privilege. So sisters, if you see too much Black men who are under that boule spell of the Eastern Stars and all of that, bashing Black women, go to the KKK like they accuse you of doing anyway, calling you a bed wench and all of that. Go to the KKK, figure out how to get them to get involved and keep purging. All right, if it's that serious. But what I'm saying is, understand that the reason Black men are being shot point blank in the head and everything, this is divine punishment upon Black men for what they have done. Remember, in the Bible, the Most High, the lineage of Japheth that became Caucasian from the extremities of the earth to punish the Hebrew Israelites. Remember in Isaiah chapter 3 and 4, it says, in the last days, there will be 7 women to 1 man. Now, that's what the Bible says, but we're living in the last days, and I can guarantee you there are 35, time that by 5. There are 35 Black women after 1 eligible Black man, and that's why Black men are not the best solution, because eligible Black men, most of them are already married. And I do not believe in disrupting what the Most High has put together. I encourage you, Black women, don't let a Black man inbox you at all. If you're trying to date and you're using social media as a dating or something and you're genuinely interested in someone, cool. But understand, ladies, if you are really, really attractive and you're not a hoe and you're really looking for an eligible mate and you have a level of stability and you're looking for a relationship, not a sugar daddy, not someone to come do this, that, or whatever, but you're really looking for a compatibility, understand, most brothers inboxing you already have a woman, already have kids, are already married. I can't encourage y'all to get involved with that. And I will not encourage polygamy unless it works for you, unless you really genuinely have a situation where the children are involved and the children will benefit from polygamy. If it is not about the children, it's animal farm sexual depravity. All right. My solution for my people, I don't want to do these things for money. My products and services are for sale. But understand, my products and services are priceless. So I do accept barter, I do accept trade. But the solution that I want to say that I have is, I don't want to do this for money. I don't want it to be where, okay, you got to support me as I'm creating a solution. The Levites did not have, the Levites never got their stakehold. As the land was being allotted among the nation of Israel, the Levites did not get to inherit land because the Levites inherited priesthood. Y'all understand that? So if I'm Black High Priestess, I can't be doing this for money. I must demonstrate my reliance on the Most High and being covered with the blood of Christ to get me by. So what I want to say now, those of you who can actively help me, who will be able to provide a foundation, if as I'm creating a solution, those of you who can help, I need you to help, because I cannot do this for money. There are too many people doing this as a business and a commerce. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm creating a real solution. I'm not just here to talk about the problems and write a book and get a little money and get away from having to work a job in white supremacy off of other Black people. There's too many of y'all doing that because y'all don't have any power. You got problems and you trying to solve it with making money off of other Black people who need a solution. So those of you who can help me, those of you who can genuinely help me in certain ways to maintain stability, to maintain my temple, to maintain things where I can do these services complimentary. My soap, that takes labor, that has products and things like that. My soaps and things, my holy water, my elekis, that's labor. These are priceless items. So if you are coming thinking that I owe you something, no. But if you come with respect, or if I see that you genuinely are seeking help, you genuinely need an exorcism, you genuinely need my soap, you genuinely need or want some of the things I'm offering, make your donation. Show me what you have to offer. But for those of you who have things to spare, you need to contribute so I can do these things complimentary at a greater scale. I don't want to do this for money. You could check out my Etsy shop, things like that. But that's my responsibility to get my entrepreneurship together. It's not, it's beyond commercializing the struggle. I'm not here to commercialize the struggle. If you got money, donate out of the kindness of your heart. I will pray for the Most High to give me the resources. The Levites did not take a stakehold in the inheritance of the land, nor will I take a stakehold in charging the conscious community for solutions. Think about that, people. But a lot of you all can't do that because you don't have the Levite priesthood. You don't have the rights to do complementary work. So that's another solution I want to create. Those of you who can help me, who have it to spare, and really I'm talking to white people. You know what I'm saying? White people, mages, those of you in the craft and everything, you know, you all have some things to spare so I can help create solutions for Black people and do it for free. Do what you have to spare. Do what you have to spare. That's that circle of life stuff. You know what I'm saying? Where people give a little extra and it allows people who don't have it to receive too. All right? Because it's really the people in the struggle who need solutions. It's not people who are well off and well-to-do and don't have no problems. And those are the white privileged people. Some of you all are light-skinned enough where you have white privilege. I'm talking to y'all. Help. Being materialistic. See, we're talking about solutions that involve humans. Nah, we need to get in the spiritual solutions. Stop being so damn materialistic. Close your Netflix account. Close some of these things that you're paying months for entertainment that's white supremacist. How you creating a solution and you constantly feeding into your home and your children and yourself white supremacy. All right. Another thing that I wanted to mention. When we're talking about suicide and depression, that affects because the video I was watching, the sisters were discussing a 9-year-old sister who committed suicide because of of the negativity she was receiving from her own Black community about having white friends. Again, as Black High Priestess, I have to talk about the fact that suicide is demonic attacks. Suicide is a spiritual attack on your mind. It doesn't start with being made fun of. It starts with succumbing to the spirit that is attacking you because you have a higher purpose. If you all don't get with it, why bother? You're going to become demon possessed trying to create solutions if you're not getting with the spiritual cleanliness and the necessity for that. when we're talking about the mental disorders and the emotional trauma and things, understand that you have to try and fight off some of the spiritual attacks that are trying to get you to destroy yourself. If you don't understand that you have a higher purpose, and if you and another thing is, now we can talk about sisterhood as a solution too, because now that we've dealt with the spirit realm and spiritual solutions, what people can do, deal with your children better, y'all. Deal with your children. A 9-year-old is still under the responsibility of the parents. We're talking about the 9-year-old. No, we need to talk about parenting in the Black community. The part of the biggest problem that Black women go through, it starts in our own communities. If we don't, if we don't start chastising the demonic possession of Black people, absent of white people, absent of white supremacy, then white supremacy is going to be able to come in and divide and conquer easily. And that is exactly what has happened. So there needs to be you Black mothers who get together and you have a lifestyle where the only other sisters that you really relate to and can follow and keep up with be other Black mothers in that social way. You Black mothers who may be doing solutions, who may be having meetings or things like that, you need to call upon sisters with more wisdom and education than you on this subject to help you raise your daughters and your sons better. Stop looking to other stupid niggers in the community and really seek out real solutions for your children. Stop being afraid of other women who have the freedom to be a solution. Stop only relating to people who you relate to and see what you can do to be a better person. There needs to be better parenting. I'm talking about real solutions right now. We know what's wrong with white people. We know what's wrong with Black people. That's not going to change. Like I said in Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1, there will be 7 women to I think I'm playing with y'all. Isaiah the prophet came right after Solomon right after Solomon's interracial sexcapades had hit high heaven. That's when the prophets came and the punishment of Israel came because of the wickedness of David and Solomon. Isaiah 4, chapter 1. Y'all don't believe me. And 7 women will grab hold of one man in that day, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own clothing. Only let us be called by your name to take away our disgrace. Here's the translation of our disgrace. For one, that is the humiliation of being unmarried and childless. It says here childless. No, I'm going to change that. The disgrace that Black women this day have of being unmarried with children. You see, back in that day, having children was the only worth that a woman had. So her disgrace of a woman was never to have been married. So 7 women would be willing to marry one man just so she could fulfill the only duty that she was ever given among the nation of Israel, which is to be a baby making machine. This day and age, Black women have only been baby making machines. That is a result of slavery. But in 2018, the Black man's disrespect and abandonment of Black women, particularly ones that he's had children by, some of that has to do with feminism. Some of it has to do with the fact that Black women, we're in a society where we've had to do so much. And some Black women who do get a hold of a good man, I mean a good man, not a man who's going to use your pregnancy as an excuse to be abusive to you and mistreat you. I'm talking about Black men who want to be fathers, but the woman is going through so many hormonal changes that she doesn't submit to his role in the children's life. That is a huge problem, and learning the Bible will help Black women be humble to the men that may want to step up to the plate. That is for the children. That's for the children. We need to be better parents. Black women. Spike Lee came out with a movie, which I did not watch, but it did take place in Chicago. I forgot the name of it, but essentially I heard that the premise of the movie was the women stopped sleeping with the men until the violence in the city stopped. Black women who are at a spiritual level and really want to create a solution, one, be celibate until marriage, you know, for some of you, you know, but consider that the next two generations of black women may have to not mate with black men until the black man becomes worthy of the black womb again. May have to let the KKK kill off the problems in our race so the next generation can be raised with love for the black woman. A lot of these black men need to be killed off. They need to be. So do a lot of white people. That's not for me to say. That is that's what I see. But that's not for me to exact that justice. Vengeance belongs to the Most High. But for some sisters, you need to consider the premise of that movie. A complete exodus from black masculinity for black women, a complete exodus from black manhood. Let it die off here until the next generation can come up. Most of you women, you single black mothers, you have black babies, not white ones. So most of you single black mothers had a baby by a black man. Let the 98% of single black mothers raise these black sons properly with education and spirituality, so the next generation can have a chance to be groomed in that way. And that starts with what you're allowing your children to eat and consume, physically, mentally, and emotionally. We really have to start actively making media that black people can consume, because we're at a point where there's no form of media that is void of white supremacy. So black people who are artists, this generation of artists must actively create dark-skinned media, dark-skinned characters that the next generation can grow up with so they can see themselves. When it comes to entertainment and things, I want to say, again, out of sight, out of mind, don't pay attention and don't feed into things that show white supremacy, but that is literally impossible if you live in America. Literally impossible. You would have to live under a rock. And even then, you're going to see some glow in the dark white insects down there. So, you know, some maggots. So there's no escape from decadent white supremacy. But I can encourage the solution of artists. We need to be actively creating media or actively demonstrating and revealing black beauty in media. There are several black men who have valid complaints about black women. All right. Again, I can't only use myself as the standard. When we're talking about black people, we're talking about a diverse group of people who essentially are a manufactured race in America as a result of slavery. So we have to instead of focusing on the negativity, let's expand our minds and understand how diverse black people are. And so we can get in where we fit in and understand that, you know, there's diversity and people have different experiences. And sometimes, you know, and I'm guilty of this too. We need to be sensitive to people who have different experiences than us, but are still under that umbrella of the black race in America. Let's try and be a little bit sensitive to other experiences that people may have. I try and talk, you know, to the single mothers, to the married women, to women who are in interracial relationships, you know what I'm saying, to black men who can't find eligible black women, you know, we got homosexuals who are caught up in the homosexual feminist agenda and the conscious community that understands that homosexuality is being force-fed now, and that's another way to castrate and eliminate Black masculinity. So we need to be and again, I'm not talking about be sensitive to the point of censorship. No, speak up about it, like I said in my last upload. But when creating solutions, let's be open-minded. Let's be open-minded. If we're going to focus on dark-skinned Black women, there's a time and a place for that. Have a circle where only dark-skinned Black women are welcome, or have a moon circle where all are welcome, but the only subject that will be discussed is solutions for the dark-skinned Black women. Let the light-skinned people reveal what solution they have. Let the white women reveal what solution they have, but only focus on that. Black Chicago still got his head up his ass a little bit. Black Chicago like to pick leaders who are popular, but you're not saying anything that's going to create a solution for Black women. Ask me how I know. Some of y'all watch my uploads and stuff. You watch my uploads and you still won't contact me. So I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, sisters. Sometimes it's on you. These organizations are infiltrated by COINTELPRO. And like I said, a lot of these people, they're writing books with the intention of being an entrepreneur or an author and making money and selling that. They're writing books with those intentions. They're not writing books with intentions of preserving information and creating it. These people are not writers. These people writing books are not writers. They're becoming authors because that's a new way that you can become an entrepreneur. It's a package that people could buy. Oh, write a book and become rich. And so they do that. And that's what a lot of these Black people are doing. They're saying, okay, I can become an entrepreneur by doing something different, by writing this book real quick, and then I can go around talking about whatever I want and get attention. That's why I'm saying it's at a point right now where people who are solution oriented are more worried about getting views and getting likes than helping. I don't give a fuck if you like my shit or not. If I can help one of you all a day, if I can help one person a day, if I can change the life, if I can change the life of somebody where they become a better parent and they raise their children better, I've done my job. If I get up every day and I do some level of work, I will eat. You don't work, you don't eat. I don't give a fuck if you like my shit. Sorry, I shouldn't be cursing like this. I don't care if you like it, and I don't care if you watch it. The fact of the matter is, most of y'all be watching, trying to spy and keep tabs and try and get a little wisdom so you can bring it back and charge people for it. I don't care about that. We don't have time to care about how many people are watching channels. Come on now, y'all. You shouldn't be up there talking about solutions and then worrying about how many views one person got and how many views the next person got. What do views have to do with it? Did you help somebody today? Did you say something that helped someone? Are you talking about a 9-year-old committing suicide did that discussion help somebody who wanted to commit suicide and then they decided not to? Did you heal, or did you just talk about problems? That's what I'm talking about. You see, you Black women are not qualified to create a solution. That's why your main solution is marrying a white man. I'm sorry. I gotta keep it spiritual. I'm trying to be objective, but at the same time, I'm here for the spiritual solutions that y'all don't have because you haven't been doing it all your life. You've been a damn hoe all your life, and now you're a mother and want to talk about solutions and stuff when you got to raise your children and you have a husband to be responsible to. Again, it's nothing wrong with starting your business. I don't want to offend anyone. It's nothing wrong with doing your thing the way you do it. But let's be real for a second. Let's stop doing this for likes. Let's stop doing this for money. Let's stop doing this for attention. Who cares how many people see it? Black women are suffering regardless if somebody watched your fucking channel. Black women are still out here suffering. And you all don't get it. See, I'm an oracle. Yeah, I feel the pain of my race because I've taken the responsibility for it. It's called being a leader. The number one problem is ain't nobody being led to salvation. Ain't nobody being led to something that can actually do something about it. And I'm at a point right now because I've been wanting to get some Black women together and we could cast this out. You know what I'm saying? Because the white women is getting together in these secret societies and Eastern Stars, lighting up candles, lighting up, doing petty craft against Black men. But see, you black women, you're so afraid of losing your little clientele. You don't want to have black high priestess lead rituals that will actively heal. Because you sisters, you want your platform to look at you as an authority. And if you let black high priestess come in and create a healing solution for sisters, you feel it's going to take away from what you know. No, y'all don't know witchcraft like me. And for those of you who do, holler at me. If you ready to create a solution, I've been summoning the coven. But I see ain't no coven. Where y'all at? Raising kids, getting dick down, paying attention to things that don't matter, eating bad, watching Netflix, being a part of drama. So at some point, we understand that black women are suffering. I can't focus on that anymore. I have to figure out a way to create a solution, and that's not focusing on the problem. I can tell you all what's helped me as a black woman who has suffered. That's the fourth way. Tell your testimony. Getting on a platform and telling your testimony, not talking about the problems of others, but actually as a black dark-skinned woman telling your particular testimony. Hold on, bless. Telling your particular testimony, telling about your rape, telling about your abuse, telling about your marriage that failed because he left you for a white woman, telling about how white supremacy has destroyed your relationship with black men. These testimonies are powerful, way more powerful than a news report. Get the head out the ass, black people. I'm kind of talking to black women right now, you know what I'm saying too, because let's focus on real solutions. We know what we're going through. But at some point, when you have been broken by racism in America as a black woman, because that's what it is. Are black men a problem? Yes, but the problem is racism, not stupid black men who are inferior little niggas. The problem is the racist system that has taken away masculinity systematically and only allowed black men who will abuse and hate black women. That is let's remember what the real problem is. It's racism, white supremacy. Where does racism and white supremacy come from? Satan. It's in the churches, it's in the synagogues, it's in religion, it's in Vodun. White supremacy is. But this started in the spirit realm. People get possessed by these spirits, and the reason they want the next generation to pass through the white womb is like I've been saying this spiritually, is because that next generation will grow up to be white supremacists and oppress black people and black women even more. Some of y'all hackers, I don't know. Some of y'all hackers need to get on it. You want to talk about solutions and everything. I don't want to get up here and get to a point where I'm risking my channel and stuff. But I got to keep it real. If y'all know computer hacking and y'all know other stuff, what are y'all doing? You got Russia. You got all these when they made that movie making fun of Kim Jong-il, and in America we had internet problems for a week. That was because they released that movie that them Chinese Koreans or Kim Jong-il and then told them, don't release that or we're gonna come after you. Y'all remember they released that movie, and in America our internet was messed up for a whole week. Y'all don't get it. So if y'all are hackers and y'all are, you know what I'm saying, how can we create solutions when black people are nothing but baby mamas and pimps? Where are the hackers? Where are the mages? Where are the elite black people who have gone through the education? Education starts with the cult. The whole scholastic system is derived from what people in ancient times had to learn to become a competent magician. Y'all don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's just like, when you let the Holy Spirit in your life, you can operate in Babylon and still, I don't want to say be unscathed, but you can operate in Babylon and still have a peace of mind and a peace of heart to offer to other black people who are hurting and don't have no other options but suicide and succumbing to these satanic forces that are heavily attacking black women by taking any form of wealth and wellness that we could have. We have to start fighting these spirits off, these demons off. Y'all got to understand, this is demonic possession. These are demons that you're dealing with. When you see these black men up there and every black man is getting elevated to be with white women, how can you even consider him a black man anymore when he has made his oath to white supremacy? Just like when you go underwater and be baptized and you're reborn with the blood of Christ and you become a new person and you change your ways. Don't you understand? It's the same thing when they make their oaths. And you have shown, and they have shown you that they made these oaths through their actions, namely marrying white women in public, in elite, in media, you know, those who are presented in media propaganda. Don't consider them black. Consider them the enemy. Focus on what we have to work with. And instead of boycotting Macy's and everything, instead of boycotting the Super Bowl, how about we collectively boycott black-owned businesses that are allowing white supremacy? How about we start boycotting any artists? And the way we talk about Macy's and the way we talk about all these other rich white companies is the way we need to talk about celebrities married to white women. We need to have a campaign where black men married to white women. I don't give a fuck if they're I don't care if they're on YouTube, like that fat, stupid ad by blah, blah, blah. I don't know how y'all listen to these niggerly Negroes, these niggerly Southern, some of y'all just so Bama. But anyway, we need to start active campaigns to boycott and put to public shame black men, not the women. There's a formula to this. Put to public shame the black men who are actively promoting white supremacy by having a white wife. Daylight gets up there and he spits something that some dumb niggas who used to be gangbangers or who still is gangbangers think is so heavy and deep. But if these gangbangers was real, you guys would actively boycott any stupid Negro up here who is not married to a black woman. See, black men don't know what a black woman is. A woman that looks like me, honey. She don't have to be my same body size, but texture hair, dark skin. You guys remember what a black woman? Oh, I know. Y'all don't even know what a black woman is. Y'all don't even know what a black woman is. Y'all think that you guys think white women with tans and a Spanish accent is black. You know what I'm saying? So again, help me, tell me what I can do too. Let me know what I can do. I need to get I need a graphic artist to help me. Where's the graphic artist who will give me a complimentary service? I got stuff to offer. Where's your graphic artists who need exorcism, who need my soap, who need my services? I need y'all to print me out hundreds and thousands of flyers so I can go around passing out and letting people know, all right, we're going to have a discussion this day. All right, this day we're going to, everyone on YouTube, oh, look at that bird. Oh, beautiful crow. So beautiful. Look at, this date, 50 to 5,000 YouTubers will make the same video saying we are not going to listen to D.L. Hughley because he's openly disrespecting his wife on Vlad TV. We're not going to listen to Phil from The Advice Show or to the point where we're going to get these channels deleted or to the point where we're going to take away their livelihood because we have decided that if you do not have a black wife, you are not fit to tell anything to the black community. Where is your guy? Where are y'all? Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. You guys are stupid and retarded. You don't get it. So I'm a call to that. I need a graphic artist where I can print these flyers out, pass them out around the city so people can log in and tune in at a certain time. We need to get in a unified front. That is a solution that I'm creating. People, let's come up with a collective date where this day we're going to crash the livelihood of this celebrity who's actively promoting white women. On this day, we're going to destroy the livelihood of Kanye West. On this day, we're going to destroy the livelihood of black men who are our enemies. So the other black men can say, man, there's a movement, and get his little testosterone going on. I need you all who are so jealous and envious of beautiful black women. And at this point, I don't give a fuck what your skin color is. You could be albino with freckles. But the jealousy of beautiful black women, especially dark skin, we need to stop that. We need models representing black beauty so black men can remember what it means to be aroused by a black woman. It's not shown there. So I need you brothers and you sisters who are dealing with fashion and things like that. Choose beautiful black women. Stop worrying about how you look. Stop worrying about certain things. And let's say, okay, we need the models. We need the Oshuns. We need the beautiful women who are seductive to get up in the spotlight so we can re-attract black men to black women. There's a lot of solutions. Blessed and highly, okay. I'm sorry, I've been talking. You said, do you feel identifying as a people as black is casting a spell on race? No. That's not that's not casting a spell on the black race. That would be saying identifying white people as white is casting a spell. That would be saying claiming to be African American is casting a spell. No, it's identifying people as black is the #1 way to unite black people. If you unite because you're black, see, that's what I'm saying. We need to understand how to do this. So that's an excellent question, Blessed, because the fact that we use black, and that's why I say I'm black high priestess, people think that has to do with my race. But me being black high priestess did not have anything to do with my race. When Legba initiated me, I became black high priestess because black is the color and the energy that my priestesshood is under. I lack nothing. Black lacks nothing. It is composed of all the colors. And also there's levels of umbrakinesis and shadow work that I deal with. So you got to understand, that's why I said we have to understand diversity. The average black person is not educated enough to understand that someone like me, you know, and I was talking about this last night with a good friend of mine, like I'm Scottish, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to reveal too much, but it's just like someone like me, if I start to tell you that, you know, I have Eurocentric or European bloodlines and things like that, black people are so ignorant that they're going to think that I have self-hatred and I'm trying to claim something white. No, I'm letting you know what I am. You all tell me I talk like a white girl. You all tell me I'm shaped like a white girl. You all are so in awe of my hair because you can't figure out how a black woman can grow her hair this way. But if I let you know that, you know, you can be black and have European, that there was Moors and everything. See, there's some black people who get that and there's some people who don't. That's neither here nor there. Identifying as black is the way to get black people unified. You're not identifying, you could be black, and I'm black Scottish, but the black comes first. You feel me? Not being a witch, not being skinny, not being 33. Being black. When black people decide that being black comes before any other identity, you will see some level of unity. Black people, a lot of y'all are afraid to follow a leader. Where is the identity in being called black? Well, again, if you don't identify as black, then you don't identify as black. But when black people choose to unite based on being black, then that will be a level of unity. Yes, some white people or some mulattoes or non-black, or what I should say, non-genetically dominant or genetically recessive people may try to infiltrate. But at the same time, if you have a white person identifying as black and they are actively creating a solution because they are identifying with the struggle, they're creating a solution. When people come together based on one thing, that will create a level of unity. But as long as we're looking at black as a negative thing, that's your own problem. That shows you don't have any education about color and energy. Colors deal with energies and auras. So that's what I'm saying. some people need to keep being educated. Some people are at different levels. But if you all are at a solution-oriented level with spiritual solutions, like I said, I'm summoning the coven. Where are the people who we can do this? We can put a stop to these black male celebrities who are married to white women and promoting that to black men. We can do it. Let's do it. Let's boycott and figure out a way to shut down the platform of black men who have white wives in media, in public. Let's figure out a way to hold them accountable. Get graphic artists in your city to come up. Man, we could have did this New Year's. What if January 15th, I called on January 15th of 2019, a nationwide, because I don't have too many foreign viewers. But what if I called right now and declared on January 15th, 2019, that we have a nationwide boycott of let's say we could start with five channels or 5 black men who we know are boule, who we know are actively degrading black women. Not by doing what Tommy Sotomayor is doing. Tommy Sotomayor is revealing problems. I'm not promoting his negativity, but I'm talking about black men who are promoting white supremacy by having a white wife. That is the number one problem that black women have. We have been abandoned. We don't have eligible husbands, and the ones that are eligible are under that brainwashing. Oh, the crow got my left some. Yeah, okay, y'all see it? And then there's another crow right there, and there's that crow right there on the tree, and he's eating some of the bread that I had left out for the birds. But that's the crows. And then there's 2 crows. There's one. No, okay, there's another one bouncing around. Y'all see it? Let's see if it'll move again so y'all can see it. I love the crows. Such beautiful bird. Okay, yeah, there is a bird nest. See, something told me to leave out some food because, see, the birds have been having trouble migrating because, the Wi-Fi and the disruptions in the atmosphere that some of this new technology and things are causing. The birds aren't migrating properly. So what happens is the bees, the birds and the bees, like, the birds are starting to eat off all the bees because they're not migrating properly. And that's why there's a reduction in honey. And that's why honey becomes more expensive, because the bees are dying off. And that has to do with the migration of the birds and the birds feeding off of the bees. But we could do this, y'all. We could do this. I could find someone in my city. We could pass out flyers and say collectively on January 15th, and I got a little under 200 subscribers. But imagine if a sister with a platform humbles herself and said, let Black High Priestess do a show, take the lead. Imagine if a brother with a platform humbled himself and said, you know what? I got thousands and hundreds of thousands of viewers, but my head's up my ass and I don't know my ass from a hole in the ground. But this sister has a real solution, so I need y'all to listen to her. What if y'all did that in your local cities? What if January 15th, nationwide, everyone got together in their city and people passed out flyers that said, this day we're going to listen to this broadcast, or this day everyone is going to use their social media to boycott Kanye West. Not everyone giving their stupid ass 2 cents opinion, but actually saying, okay, we are going to, like Trump got all them red hats that said MAGA. Okay, this day, Black people, January 15th, every Black person is going to wear a Black Power hat. And every Black person is going to do an upload entitled Boycott Kanye West. And I don't want to come too hard at Kanye, because y'all is already giving him the heat. But you don't come at these Black men who get up there and disrespect their wives, making jokes about dating white women when he's married, making jokes about your son dating. I've seen it, where Black men are married to Black women and their sons start dating a white woman. And now the Black woman in the home has the very mother of the home has become ostracized, because now her husband is acting like the son and lusting after white women. And she has become a hostage in her own home to her son and her husband, who are elevating white women. You black mothers, how could you let your sons bring these white women into your home? How, Sway? Like, really? You black mothers are raising sons to marry white women? That's because y'all are demon. That's because most of y'all are demon possessed, stupid Christians. That's because that be that Christianity. Black women, you are slave in your own damn home where you can't even open your mouth and put your foot down to the point where your son is obedient to you. You raised your son to want to be with white women. And then when you see the way you raise your son and everything, then and now your husband watching pornography and considering getting sex dolls with white women and everything, and you, you know, y'all be pathetic. Y'all be, come on now. I gotta figure this out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could create real solutions. We could create real solutions. If you got black people, me included, I be talking about MAGA because I be sick of these niggas. I be sick of these inferior minorities. And make America great again is a statement. It don't mean I'm not talking about getting rid of these crackers too. But that's still a form of propaganda and entertainment and comedy and stuff. Imagine if black people, we had our MAGA slogan. Imagine if we had that. But see, and I want to stay solution oriented. And again, one of the problems with black people is we would rather have our name on a sinking ship than join a ship with someone else's name on it that is sailing to safer shores. So I'm at a point right now where, you know what, I give glory to God anyway. So if you niggers, like you love to do, start stealing my content, if you take money for it, watch yourself. Remember when Naaman was cured of his leprosy and he wanted to pay the prophet, but the prophet said, no, I don't accept money. Like I said, with Levites and real spiritual practitioners, we're not supposed to be dealing with the money. We're supposed to get our stability and our daily bread from the Most High in doing that work. But remember the Naaman, when he wanted to pay the prophet told him, no, I need you to give glory to God and go tell people about this God that cured you. It wasn't me that cured you. Now that you have been cured, you need to preach the good word of the Most High. So if you all are taking my ideas to charge people for those things, trust me, something worse than leprosy is going to befall you. If you think this is to do this for money, don't come take some of my ideas and my fire and my solutions and then try and sell it to the conscious community as your own. You are not coming at Black High Priestess. You're not coming at Chastityunique Smith. You're dealing with the Most High when you deal with me. That's who I serve at this point. So, I'm warning y'all, don't take this seriously. If y'all want to do something, help me figure out how to do it. Tell me what I can do. What would you all like to see me do? I tell you all, ask questions so I can do uploads about things that are important to you. You feel me? So I'm not just here complaining about the things I went through, but creating a solution, something that you can learn from. We can do a lot of stuff. We can do a lot of stuff, y'all. We just have to do it and stop doing it for money. You graphic designers and artists and everything, come on, y'all. Come together and create something that matters. Get on a unified front. Y'all, something up. Well, I'm gonna let the Most High have the last say, and I gotta get going because I gotta make some more soap for y'all who really want exorcism and get right with the Most High. So, all right, Most High, what's the word you want to leave the audience with pertaining to solutions for Black women who are suffering beyond repair? Woo, boy. Y'all, okay, I pulled Psalms 81:11. Psalm 81:11. And blessed and highly favored, if you're still here, I want you to really melanated. I'm sorry. I didn't let me pull the scripture, melanated, and I'm gonna respond because I didn't see. I'm just now seeing your comments. So I'm sorry that I missed you. Psalms 81 verse 11. This is the scripture I pulled. Listen to this. But my people did not listen to my voice. Israel would not submit to me. That's the scripture I pulled after an hour of talking about this. The Most High is telling me, but my people did not listen to my voice. Israel would not submit to me. Well, again, like I said, I have solutions. Some of you all may be able to implement them on a local level, and I hope to see that. And if you all do, please hit me up. Please send me pictures. Please let me know that, hey, I listened to your channel and you helped me create a solution. You put a fire under my ass, or I'm gonna show you what I did to help Black people, so that can be promoted. But all I can say is the Most High has spoken. You Black people, you're cursed. Sorry. And I'm saying y'all because when a Black when you become, and this is what blessed and highly favored was getting at, when you get out of the need to struggle, not need to struggle, but that identity of identifying with the struggle. And I think this is what blessed and highly favored was getting at. When you have to create a solution, you have to be united, like I said, under the banner of being Black. But when you get off the plantation and you become an individual and you are beyond that struggle because you're aligned with the Most High, it's important to understand that it's futile. We need to come from under them and be ye separate. I know, according to the scriptures, Black people are cursed. I don't think Black people are cursed race because I believe that we're naturally inferior. I read the scripture that said Black people are a cursed race. The Most High put a spirit of slumber on Black people so as to punish us. So again, I've been talking for an hour now, and the Most High is basically saying they can't hear you. And that's exactly what blessed and highly favored said. And that's what melanated divinity said. I believe it is too late to unite as a people. My solution is to abandon it altogether. I, as a Black woman, don't identify with Blackness first. I identify as woman first. That is a solution. Yeah, according to the Most High, you are absolutely right, melanated divinity. I'm sorry I saw that comment so late. Okay. How can you lift a people by calling them what the white man called them? All right, that's a low level. That's an inferior mentality. I don't have time for that. The Black male will never hold himself or his brothers accountable. That is true. Only the Most High is gonna bring accountability upon the Black man. So melanated divinity, we are here. We're here, we're locked in, and like I said, you let me know personally what I can do to help you as a woman, as a sister, individually. Like I said, y'all hit me up on my website. All right. I'm not trying to do this for money, but those of you who can afford to donate, do those things so I can go. It takes money to get on the bus. It takes money to buy envelopes. It takes money to mail packages outside of the city. So those of you who can donate, so I can take that money that's needed to go send sisters like Melanated Divinity free samples of my soap and products, come forward. Y'all need to come forward and help each other out in that way. Because like I said, I can't do this for money. I'm not at a point where I'm selling my products, but me as Black High Priestess, my products they're priceless. I'm here to help. So melanated, you got it right. Blessed and highly favored, you got it right too. The solutions I mentioned are for slaves, but y'all know what Black High Priestess is about. Y'all know what Black High Priestess is about, and I'm gonna keep on being about that. I have solutions for slaves, but for the body and blood, the body of Christ and the brides of Christ, you all know what I'm about. And I'm going to stay focused on that, not Black revolution, because I already know too much. Black people are a cursed race in America. All right, everyone, peace and love.